Well, the culmination of yet another season is closing in. A sense of urgency ever present now. It's the MLS NEXT Cup in Salt Lake City. This morning's round of 32 matchup features TSF Academy, many miles from their home grounds in New Jersey, set to take on LA Galaxy, who always carry future stars amidst every age group. Ready for a fun day of soccer ahead. Alongside former 12-year pro Jalil Anababa, I'm AJ Ricketts. We take a look at the starting 11s for both sides. We start with TSF Academy, who come out in a 4-3-3. Notkin, Lopez, and Santiago up front. Petro and goal, who had some pretty big moments at the MLS Next Flex events in a shootout that went 15 rounds. For LA Galaxy, they're going to playing their U17s up. Ortega, Crescero, Chidebe up front. A number of those in the starting 11 today have plenty of experience in the Next Cup. Ortega, Chidebe, goal scorers last year in the round of 32. They'll look to replicate that today. LA Galaxy come out in a 4-2-3-1. Ready for a full day of soccer here at the Salt Lake Regional Athletic Complex. AJ Ricketts, Jalil Anababa. Jalil, great to be here with you once more. This event is always a phenomenal time. In the lead up to it, you've got the Flex events. The Generation Adidas Cup brings international flair. But now the Next Cup, every team has earned their spot here and looking to lift a trophy in a couple days.
Exciting times in MLS next season. This is when all of the culmination of hard work comes together. But I just want all the listeners out there to know, if you hear AJ Ricketts on the broadcast, you're in for a treat, a delight. Wow. This man is an excellent broadcaster, and I'm very happy to be back with you, my brother.
Venmo you the $20 for that kind shout out in just a moment. Thank you. It's great to be back at the MLS Next Cup.
$20? I charge more than that, bro.
We're going to have to discuss that. This is a great setting here. First day arriving. You've been here for, I think, 2 days now. Switch over from Nashville, which is your home ground.
Yes, sir.
A little cooler weather in this Utah setting. Excited for a full week of action. Round of 32 kicks us off here in the U17s today. LA Galaxy in the blue kits will be going left to right. This young squad from New Jersey will look to give the MLS affiliate everything they can handle today. Quickly playing it forward. It's Colin Steele in goal for the Galaxy. Up front for Los Angeles, Nicholas Ortega, Noah Crescero, Kenna Chidebe. U15s last year for LA Galaxy, where many of these players were a part of. Advanced to the quarterfinals before falling 4-2 to St. Louis. The last three MLS Next Cups, at least one age group from this Galaxy side has lifted a trophy. They're a tough out across every age group. That is appearance every year at MLS Next Cup.
Definitely a club that understands exactly how to go about getting themselves into the later rounds of MLS Next Cup, GA Cup as well. So you should expect LA Galaxy, even though they're playing up an age group, to still be the aggressor, still dominating possession, being very comfortable in this game. What I'm looking for on the other side of the line for TSF is how well can they pick their moments? Can they defend resolutely as a group? And when they have opportunities, can they be clinical in front of net?
I'm always interested to see how these young players come out in the first game of these tournament settings. And they've been in these kind of situations, though, all year, right? Especially just last month at the GA Cup. But there is more of a sense of finality at this stage, though. That takes a deflection, carried back out of the attacking third momentarily. Turn from Ortega. Some room to advance. Flipped back quickly. Nobody there in the end as early probing moments for LA Galaxy going on. Drew Petro in goal for TSF. TSF Academy based in Lincoln Park, New Jersey. Product of Morris County. Grew up with the Sports Factory against the TSF. A good partnership with Red Bull's affiliate academy program as well. A number of alums found their way there. Well done defensively to seal that angle.
Yeah, Conway does a good job there. That intervention is crucial because TSF is looking to spring their number 9 in. Good defending.
To attack from wide areas here. Good distribution. Central going to line one up. Our first shot of the day goes sailing high. Invitation to shoot. Almost made the most of it.
Yeah, and this is good for Galaxy. Decent patience to get it toward the middle of the park here. Get it out of your feet. Have one there. Ever rising. But I like that, though. Camacho looking to get himself aggressive early on. Here come the Galaxy again.
Get it right back. 10 yards out. Lost balance. Dispossessed. Still looking to keep it in the area. Bounces off of Vanny. One touch passing. Continue the run. It's Conway trying to make things happen. To sprint back. Played out for a throw. Alfred Haba was giving chase. Haba on the ball here. Tried to tap it central. That's a nice turn. Anthony Reynoso, coach called the leaders of this team. Getting it in the attacking third. Now along the touchline. Well done to get it across. Takes an extra bounce. Couldn't be settled, and LA Galaxy get it out of the area. Some intriguing moments there. First real opportunity for TSF. Quickly seeing the skill on the ball. Abba spins. Oh, I thought a teammate was there. Shane Notkin was standing 5 feet to his left. Chance goes awry. Good moments here, though.
Yeah, very well done from TSF to be aggressive here, like we talked about. Getting half chances. Can you be clinical when you get in front of net? LA Galaxy does a decent job in the end to avert all danger by getting numbers behind the ball, being tenacious in their team defending here. What I like early on in this match, AJ, is we're seeing that both teams are looking to be aggressive, not really trying to be too cute with it in front of net. You don't really need to. Can you get down to the end line, get a good cross in, look for a chance at net? Good energy on both sides so far.
Yeah, both TSF and LA willing to advance the ball forward. Seen some well-threaded passes using wide areas. 6th minute here, TSF Academy out of New Jersey and LA Galaxy. Round of 32 matchup. Again, these are Galaxy U17s, the MLS affiliate clubs playing a year up. It'll be an interesting dynamic to observe over the course of the next few days as well. Which might any difference in physicality play a role? Certainly looks early that Alfred Haba pose a fun challenge for the back four of LA Galaxy here today. That's a wonderful pass into the box. Great shot. Vanny takes a deflection. That rolls through. Didn't take a lot of time for LA Galaxy. Christian Vanny, 1-0.
Previously talked about getting down to the end line, using effective play down the channels, how much it can displace a defense. This is good movement from inside to out, but even better patience there from Vanny to just sit at that penalty PK spot, wait for the service to come in here. If you look at the bottom of your screen, number 40, Vanny, he's just waiting patiently, getting his feet set, ready for it, finishes it home. He has so much of the goal, goes center. The goalkeeper tries to dive to his left. It trickles into the net. 1-0 to the LA Galaxy early on in this match.
Beautiful one-timer there from Vanny. 7th minute, lined it up. Henry Kunzweiler, the center backs, tried to get in front of that, unable to do so, and it sails by Petro. 1-0 to the Galaxy, and a fabulous start here in Salt Lake. Just a quick flight away from home base. Lovely distribution, too. See that man, JB Muhuka. Has to like what he sees early from his side. With this possession there as Angel Camacho going to send it forward. Perez was brought down. Free kick here for LA. Still needing a moment here.
Looks like he'll be all right in the end. At least you hope so. None of the Galaxy trainers are up and looking to come on the field to give Perez any treatment. It looks like he just needed some time. The midfield of the LA Galaxy, they sit narrow, and what they've been able to do so far is just move the ball side to side. They have options as they dominate the midfield, but then when they attract defensive numbers into the middle, they have either 1v1s or 2v1s out in the wide channels, and that's how they were able to manufacture the first goal.
Trying to loop it into Ortega there. Vanny resets possession. Garrett Conway, very capable right back. TSF trying to grow into the match here. One interesting cross a few moments ago. This one goes out of play. Nothing in the end. We'll talk about the Galaxy and their first team right now as we approach the World Cup break. Certainly a step forward from the 2025 campaign. A lot of new faces and lessons learned from last year. Trying to get back from a season that was plagued by injuries as well. Currently sit 9th in the West. 15th in the Supporters Shield race.
Yeah, and at the first team level, ending things right before the World Cup break off on a pretty solid note. Getting an excellent result on the road to Seattle, or on the road in Seattle, winning 2-0, and then on the back burner of that one, finishing off just last night.
Yeah, Houston. Yep. Scored first in the 28th. Things were looking pretty good. Did concede 13 minutes later, eventually a 1-1 result. As you said, picking up points on the road. Danny trying to work into the box. Seal and Peck, of course, leading the way up there.
Right now, LA Galaxy at the first team level, they hold a playoff spot, that last playoff spot in 9th, but they're within striking distance. With 20 points, Dallas has 25, and they're in 4th place. So it's tight. It's bottlenecked toward the middle of the table in the Western Conference. So with a little bit of rest and, you know, a second preseason, if you will, LA Galaxy has the opportunity to compete for an MLS Cup this year if they come out of the break very strong.
That far removed from a championship. That's a real good pass down the pitch. 1v1 on the outside.
Good ball.
Sent in. This is something here. 2-0. Oh, that is fantastic. Operating from wide areas again, Chidebe placed it perfectly on the cross. And that is punched home.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. Patient build-up near side for the Galaxy here. Sometimes you need to go a little bit more direct, but it has intention. This is service stood up to the back post, and it is purposeful. Get your head up, look exactly where your fellow partner is on the back post. This is excellent service there from Chidebe. Hesitates just a little bit and then clips it where no one else can get it except for the goal scorer. That is excellent stuff from the LA Galaxy. They cruise on 2-0 early on in this match.
Alessio Benedetti, he has put the ball in the back of the net often in this tournament through the years.
Benedetti all over the score sheet already. Assisted the first goal to Vanny and then scores the second. Galaxy's very energetic here. They may look to press. On the other side of the line, TSF, they haven't really found much joy in this match. Can they turn the LA Galaxy defense? Can they possess the ball a little bit better to get themselves in it? Let's see how this game really settles in. That's a good strike.
Oh, range banger! Whoa! Jun Tanaka puts TSF right back in it, 2-1. How's that for a counterpunch?
Oh, Tanaka, remember the name because this is prolific. Oh, yeah, that's going in the back of the net. We were over here talking about some other stuff. We didn't even think that the strike was coming, but the one player that did is the only one that matters. Tanaka finding an absolute banger in this one. 2-1 here, game on. Let's go.
Wow. He shocked everyone on this pitch. Thought he was going to launch from long range there. Bottom corner, perfectly placed. TSF right back in it. Return is LA looking to get it right back. Vanny, excellent pass. LA looking for a third. Won't mind that. Benedetti, not too far from a brace. In creativity early
at all. Galaxy finding good spaces, you know, in the soft spaces where Vanny and company, they can get on the half turn, they can facilitate either wide or through balls like we just saw there. But now the plot of this game is a little bit more complicated because TSF is going to now settle in with more confidence. There goes the commentator's curse. Galaxy on the run.
Back down the pitch. Inside the 18, dispossessed. Chidebe was working forward again. Abba. Couldn't turn and then a foul. I think the overall quality edge would have to go to LA Galaxy. They've been threading passes up and down the pitch, but I'll tell you what, one moment of brilliance can spark your club real quickly.
Absolutely, and that's what we were just getting into here. The way that this game is playing out, Galaxy is finding joy. They can move up and down these channels, create a lot of problems.
Ortega, central. Vanny in the area again. Love another one. Perez by the flag. To the touchline. Hounded defensively here by Reynoso. Good physical defense, and it will go over to TSF. Enter this tournament, TSF Academy, winners of their last 5 matches, including 4-1 last time out on May 10th. Scored 4 goals in their last 4 matches. They can put the ball in the net. None of those were against an MLS Academy team. Notkin surrounded, does well, dribble out of the area. Look to play it long to Julian Lopez. So his coach, Christian Martinez, calls a clinical finisher, says he's the standout on this team. He's playing up front as the 9. Mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. They had a game, TSF, at An MLS Next Flex 15-round shootout.
Not for the faint-hearted.
You been in a 15-rounder before?
No, I have not. And that sounds like the most nerve-wracking thing ever. But if you become victorious, though, in any shootout, you're going to be very celebratory. But, man, 15 rounds? Jeez.
A lot of mental anguish in that. LA probing once more. Intervention there by Connor Finley. 19th minute, already 3 goals. I love if this is any indicator of what's to come this week in Salt Lake.
Yeah, I like the way that this game has played out so far. It looked like the LA Galaxy was going to run away with things with 2 goals in decently quick succession, but TSF says, no, we are in this match as well. We're going to stand up and be counted, and now you can see that it's a little bit more difficult for the LA Galaxy to find as much joy as they had early on in the match. We always talk about how goals change games, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. TSF has a little bit more confidence. They're stepping up their lines, pressing the LA Galaxy better than they ever have in this match, and I really like the response from TSF to get themselves in this game from a confidence standpoint. But you got to give a lot of credit to Jun Tanaka, because his goal completely has flipped this game completely on its head.
I wonder, though, as you come from a defensive perspective, when you see those 2 quick goals conceded from TSF, I mean, does that grind your gears a little bit? What you see defensively there is Vanny gets that in a moment. He continues to force the issue. Taken away, TSF going to flip the field. They go wide. LA not letting them get out of the area. Jay Bay, Vanny. Clearance, not getting too much life under it. Abba can't get out. Camacho. Good pass central, a lot of green grass. Ortega sprays it. Stressful defensive moments for TSF.
Yeah, you talked about what goes through the mind of a defense when they give up 2 goals early. Yeah, of course there's going to be frustration, but anytime I was in that situation, I would just try to galvanize the group, try to keep, the mindset pretty level, because a 2-0 score line is one that actually has you within striking distance. You pull one back and you're right back in it from a mental standpoint. Even psychologically, sometimes you can feel like you're winning the game when you're down 2-1, right? So we've seen in the last 5 minutes, TSF has done a very good job to get themselves into the game, but they look the aggressor. They've stepped their lines up, and that's because when you score a goal being down 2-0, you have a lot of wind in your sails.
They did it about 60 seconds after that second goal was scored. Galaxy continuing to utilize wide areas. Ortega pressure in the corner. MLS Next Cup 2026, 10,000 plus athletes, parents, coaches, scouts in the area. Here's Vanny. He's got a little bit of room. Jebe couldn't quite corral it. And he always has a lot of good ideas about him. He's put himself in good spaces on the pitch. Once again, on the ball. Vanny, clever. Quick turn. Vanny has it back. Tried to scoot left. Went to the pitch. Benedetti eventually couldn't get a shot off at the 18. Alba's been a little quieter the last 10 minutes. He does draw a foul here, though. Free kick in an area in which TSF can certainly send this into the box, potentially for one of their taller center backs.
Yeah, crucial foul from TSF. Alba does a very good job there. Anytime he's gotten the ball so far in this match, he's been surrounded by 2 or 3 LA Galaxy defenders or central midfielders coming over to help. His task is going to be tough because as the lone striker with a team that keeps so many numbers behind the ball and or recovers very quickly, he's going to need to be a very important part of how TSF is going to get themselves back into this match through his hold-up play, and then of course if he has a moment, can he finish?
Chris, higher. Hold the 18.
Connor Steele in goal. Getting his bearings here.
That's good communication from the goalkeeper.
It's clipped in towards Steele, and it's catching practice in the end. Remember a difference here at Next Cup from GA Cup. Longer matches, 45 minutes each half. Back to the traditional timing. Rather than the short sprints that GA Cup can sometimes feel like.
Yeah, and with a full 45 minutes each half, the game is going to have ebbs and flows, and managing the game is a very crucial part of high-level football. Knowing exactly when are the best moments to press as a group, knowing when you should calm the ball down, put your foot on it. These are aspects of the game that you are putting a lot of hard work in week and week out to learn through training and over the years. And when scouts are looking at young players, they're looking at how well they can apply those concepts, both individually and collectively.
There's one shot so far in the 25th minute from TSF. Loop this in towards the far post. Sailing high of the crossbar. You know you're going to get some future pros year in, year out this tournament. Really every tournament you see among the Next organization. Whether it's Benjamin Kramaski, of course, had plenty of success with Inter Miami before moving overseas. Julian Hall, just a couple of years ago, earning the U17 MVP. Now he's a problem with Red Bull. Harbor Miller from LA Galaxy perspective, just a couple of years ago. The Next Cup pitch is making an impact with the first team.
Yeah, you got Gozo going off. Local kid here in Seattle, making running up the flank look like the easiest thing ever. Scoring goals, getting assists for fun week in and week out. You got a Medi balling out of control. When you really sit down and analyze how far the development in MLS has come over the years, and in the last decade namely, it is absolutely prolific because a lot of these young talents that you named are in heavy consideration for European transfers, and some have already made the jump.
Tried to get it to Vanny there. Good step in. Take it away instead. Here's Conway. Approaching the half-hour mark at the Salt Lake Regional Athletic Complex. 3 goals in the first 15 minutes have been the highlights of this first half. Both teams trying to tighten the screws a bit here defensively. The Galaxy have looks quite formidable from an offensive perspective. TSF had a shot of the game thus far, though, from Tanaka from LA Galaxy.
again, from a tactical standpoint, the LA Galaxy are doing a very good job to dictate the flow of the game through keeping the ball central, mainly in the way that they build, but then at times, and at the right times, exploiting the numerical advantages that they have out wide. Being able to move TSF side to side, and then getting corner kicks, plays like this wide.
Little tap towards the touchline, kept in play. Belted away from danger.
Yeah, that's a good clearance. That Chidebe just looking to, again, manufacture another goal. He's been excellent on the right-hand side, creating a lot of problems for TSF, whether it's through getting in on good direct play, clip balls over the top, or combining through the triangle, mainly with Vanny company, doing a very good job to exploit the space that they create on this right-hand side.
Yeah, the wings for LA have been very productive. That's completely unsurprising. Heading into this game, into this tournament, they've been goal scorers throughout their academy career, including at this tournament in Nashville last year. Speaking of Nashville, we're not going to have the chance to hit Hattie B's or Slick Pig Barbecue or any of the big-time spots in Tennessee this year. We're going to have to ask the locals where we've got to hit up this week. I've heard Red Iguana is a place of interest in Salt Lake. Has that crossed your radar yet?
It has not. And it's interesting that you mentioned places in Nashville, because last year MLS Next playoffs were in my city.
Oh man, yeah, you were a great host for us, showing us the spots.
Yeah, if you like soda though, I've heard Swig Drinks is a place to go out here. Soda bar where you could just chill and get a good non-alcoholic beverage. But Salt Lake is always a place that I enjoyed coming to play against Real Salt Lake, a top organization in MLS's history. I don't think you can accurately tell the story of the ascension of MLS and its development and success at the first team level without talking about RSL. And they've been amazing hosts to us, of course, but all the players' families and other organizations making the travel out here. The weather has welcomed us very, very well.
It's so nice.
Yeah, and the football down on the pitch today has been excellent to complement, and I'm very excited to see how the rest of this match plays out, and more importantly, how the rest of this tournament plays out, because we have some of the brightest stars in North America here fighting for the opportunity to hoist the trophy to be named the national champions of 2026.
A U17 matchup coming up after the conclusion of this one. Colorado Rapids and Total Football Academy will square off. Go over to Conway. There's the LA Galaxy bench. Makes its way towards the touchline to stay loose. Chidebe, clever. That's well done to advance it. Conway playing forward. He's got ideas about him here. Flicked up high. Vanny looking for the second ball. So those are the moments, those kind of sequences. Been 5, 6, 7 of those. It's been really impressive how quickly in a moment of transition LA can put it forward and put the defense on its heels.
Yeah, that last play sums up exactly how they've been able to create space in the wide areas and then create numerical advantages to be able to get their outside backs either overlapping or their wingers isolated in deep areas toward the end line to then get dangerous service in. It's a very difficult thing to defend through the run of play, but even harder to defend once they get down to the end line.
Coatsweiler's been very busy at that center back spot. Space with the width, crossed in once more. Spiewak sends it out of play. Uba Spiewak, team captain at the center back spot, and it's another corner kick for LA Galaxy.
He's more ready for the short. You go, Chris.
Perez will jog over to take the corner.
Yo, just mark. I got 44. I got 44.
Just about everybody
Come on, just compete.
on both sides. Filters to the goal, the mouth of goal. In swinger, punched out. Good hands by Petro. Assertiveness in goal. This coach loves his vocal leadership, and now it leads to a potential run out. And for a moment against the run-up play here is TSF. Reynoso couldn't handle it.
No shot.
Notkin still on the ball, but a bit too physical there. Done defensively by Colin Mullins to snuff out the attack. Look how Drew Petro punches things away here.
And AJ, this is exactly how the Galaxy have been able to create problems. They go in, back, and through, and then isolating wide players here, 1v1, and then they get dangerous service in. At the end of the day, that's good defending by the captain of TSF to make sure that he's covering his near post. That is the first responsibility for that nearsighted center back. But why the LA Galaxy are up 2-1 right now is because they have found a lot of joy creating triangles throughout the pitch where they can tilt to one side, go into the striker, back to one of the midfielders, and then boom, very quickly go out to either an outside back or a winger where they can get in very dangerous service. They've created 2 goals in a very similar fashion by using that way to exploit the defense.
Feels like these players in the attacking half are very much on the same page for LA Galaxy. How do you defend that better from a TSF perspective? Those triangles, all those pockets of space that we're seeing the Galaxy operating unfazed with today.
Well, first of all, they can release one of their defensive midfielders to get more pressure on the initial midfielder who is jump starting the attack. TSF right now has their 2 deep-lying midfielders a little bit too close to their back line. If they step one of them higher up and anticipate, they can jump and then nick that first ball. Then secondly, when the ball goes out wide, you have to get your outside backs a little bit tighter to either the winger or the overlapping outside back.
Chidebe was dribbling in from the wing, about 20 yards out before he lost his balance. TSF trying to make the defensive adjustments here. There's a little more anxiety offensively for LA Galaxy. Look plenty composed. Vanny trying to continue the momentum of the pass forward. Steele sending it towards the bench. Colin Steele had a great moment at the Generation Adidas Cup. Made some key saves in the shootout. Dedicated the win to his former goalkeeper coach. His name was Joe, who was instrumental in his development and career. He's one of the more exciting prospects at the U17 level. To a shootout. Plenty of space to carry up the pitch. Another delicate pass threaded in. Chidebe couldn't get it through. Kunzweiler comes sliding in, but it will be a 3rd corner kick of the half for LA Galaxy. Once again, it's Vanny making the pass to put things into a dangerous spot.
Yeah, you talked about how can TSF defend some of the ways that the Galaxy are creating opportunities in wide areas. One of the ways is you can shoot your center backs out into the channel to defend just like that. Kunzweiler does a good job to get an aggressive tackle.
So Perez took it from the opposite corner. It'll be Vanny from the right side with the left foot. There's nobody around at the 6 to challenge. That was Mullins there, unable to redirect. Well, he would have liked to do so. This one probably won't like back as a center back. You know, you don't find yourself with that much space off a corner kick at the 6 too often.
Yeah, and the service just a little bit overcooked, and Mullins misjudged it as well. Jumped a little bit too early, maybe could have taken a step back, but again, the Galaxy creating good opportunities. They have 3 corner kicks on the morning so far and have had pretty solid production, but as this game has kind of lulled off and settled in, still a bit to play right here before halftime. What I like about this match is mainly the response from TSF. Again, it looked like the LA Galaxy were going to run away with this one here, but it's going to be a competitive match still moving forward, as it's not been as easy as it was for the Galaxy in the first 10 minutes because TSF has been very good to respond and then get more numbers behind the ball to create more problems on the offensive side for the Galaxy.
Athletic training staff for LA out here. Brief break in play. 39th minute. Boot coming off as well pretty quickly. Players from both teams gathered around just to see if everything's okay. Final minutes of the first half here in Salt Lake, round of 32 game in the U17s. We're talking about some of the headlines this past weekend from an LA Galaxy perspective. We're going to see on Tuesday from the United States men's national team perspective that official roster announced, but that's, of course, it's pretty much been announced already in a number of articles. You take a look at where that stands the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'll reserve judgment on the roster until it officially drops.
Yeah.
But it's just exciting times, man. So much hard work has obviously been put in for players individually, Pochettino and staff collectively to get the overall group and pool to a position where I think it's very safe to say that U.S. men's national team fans are poised and happy about where the team currently sits going into the World Cup. This is a group that has a lot of, what you would like to guess is returning players from the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, a group that is settled in well under Pochettino, and I'm just very excited to be able to sit back and watch games as a fan and see some of my closest homies ball out on the biggest stage.
I'll report to camp pretty soon, of course, in Fayette County. June 12th against Paraguay, SoFi Stadium, the opening matchup. TSF after the brief stoppage in play. Canada. Coaching staff from TSF saying, let's go forward, play higher. Redirected in by Koonsweiler. No problem in the end for Colin Steele to snuff it out.
Yeah, but that's good from Steele, though. If he hesitates just a little bit, TSF is going to get on the end of it.
Wayward pass finds itself at the foot of Notkin. Lays it off to Panetta. High arching distribution once again into the hands of Steele. Take a moment to slow things down.
Drive.
First game we mentioned SoFi Stadium for the U.S. Continue against Australia at Lumen Field in Seattle. June 25th back at SoFi against Turkey. Intriguing group for the Stars and Stripes. The run on the far side. Get a throw in. A good spot.
And that's better there from TSF. The Galaxy doing what they've done all half long, in, back, and through, release a wide player, but you have better anticipation there to be able to read that, make the intervention, and force the LA Galaxy to come back out on the other side.
Steelman, Chidebe towards the touchline. Surveys, does well now, accelerates into the box, plays it across, deflected, then he rips. Really an own goal for a moment there for TSF. Ooh, reset around, some clever dancing just inside the line. Now TSF extinguishes. A hopeful ball for Abba. More so just to get it out of the area.
Yeah, here, Chidibe again doing his thing. Little wiggle, shimmy, shake, get back to the inline is where he wanted to go in the end, almost an own goal. TSF has been defending wave after wave. They've done it pretty well because if you don't get these defensive interventions absolutely right, looking at pretty clear tap-ins or a player to be able to walk it in at goal. And what I like about how they're defending is they drop down toward the end line, they get numbers behind the ball, protect the face of the goal where it's flashed across. Did a very good job there to prevent a goal scoring opportunity for the LA Galaxy. But again, TSF is finding trouble to come up with solutions for Galaxy's ability to isolate their wide players in areas where they can get down toward the end line and essentially pick and choose how and where they want their service to go.
Petro just kind of instinctively flinging his arm out, trying to prevent the own goal there. Almost a real moment of misfortune for TSF. Once again able to clear their lines, and they've got 3 players on the ball here. Tanaka, another rip. Sprayed back out off the deflection. Now Haba can't turn. Wait, Tanaka's not wasting any time. That was Reynoso, excuse me. Tanaka, the goal scorer earlier. Reynoso, one of the leaders in the midfield for this TSF side. All of a sudden, that was a real dangerous moment for the team in Wyatt. 3 players dispossess in the attacking half.
What we've already seen from TSF is they're not going to wait. If LA Galaxy is sloppy in their passing, they're looking for the right moments to pick the ball up high. And unlike a lot of other teams, when they do that, they're not going to slow the game down again, let the Galaxy get behind the ball. They're going to look to go at goal very quickly. The Galaxy here, as they're probing, they're looking for that opportunity to, again, isolate players wide.
Ortega lays it off wide, headed just wide of goal. What a brilliant build-up. He'll take those opportunities every time.
Yeah, it's patient for the Galaxy. It's intentional. And the last pass before the final product for the LA Galaxy has typically been playing the ball out wide. And the reason why the pictures are so clear for this LA Galaxy side is because the majority of this team here has played together in the academy for years on end. So when you put in and pay your dues like the HOA in the academy, you have the ability to play with cohesion. And that's what we're seeing here from the LA Galaxy. They look very comfortable and creating numerical advantages. They have triangles all over the field where they're calm in possession. They're dictating the flow. But again, as far as the scoreline is concerned, we have a very tight game. It's not going to be very clear in terms of how this one is going to finish, especially the way that it's played out since TSF found that goal when they pulled one back.
If you follow the academy scene, plenty of familiar names. Conway couldn't chest that down to himself. It's a giveaway. Reynoso now. Reynoso guides it across. Nobody in the area. Volley, that was a difficult attempt. Nearly 30 yards out.
Up and in. Yeah, up and in, this way.
Not too much time left here before the conclusion of the first half.
Higher. Take a ball.
And he's passed a little strong, but recovered in the midfield. Just passing drills here, short pockets of space. It's a foul on TSF. The whistle at any moment, but maybe Chidibe has an opportunity here. That looked like a handball. Appeals for a whistle. And they get it.
Name of the game, isolate your wide players in the channels here and create these awkward moments where the center backs don't know when and if they should come out into the channel to defend. It's a difficult one.
Is that unnatural?
It's a pen though, because his hand is just a little bit outstretched. Chidebe does a very good job just to put it in. Then it's scooped over him. Chidebe is going to run onto it probably with his left foot and either find a pass or walk it in himself. Steps up for a penalty kick here. Chidebe has been all over this match. Will he convert?
Just seconds away from the finish of the half. Bad luck there from a TSF perspective. A hopeful ball, speculative down the pitch. Chidebe closes the first half with the productive and clinical penalty. 3-1 LA.
This is an excellent penalty from Chidebe. He makes no mistake about it. The goalkeeper guesses right, but it's too much power, too much placement, too much precision. This is what a very good penalty looks like here. An emphatic performance in the first half from Chidebe and an exclamation mark on that first half. 3-1 to the LA Galaxy here. They are cruising into halftime.
Deflating conclusion to the half for TSF. There is work to do in the next 45 through the first half here in Salt Lake. It's LA Galaxy 3, TSF 1.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
MLS Next Cup round of 32 action, and it was a good one in the U17 division as Vardar Soccer Club came from a 0-0 down to defeat Inter Atlanta FC and move on to the round of 16. Let's take a look at the full-time highlights from this round of 32 clash.
Service to the back post, goal.
It was Inter Atlanta who took the lead through a corner in the first half. Gianpacheco swerving it out. Cohen Harrison towering above to head Inter into the lead at the break.
And Atlanta tried to keep the pressure on, but Vardar said in the second half, there's one player you're going to have to make sure that you're paying attention to, and it's Surowicz. He has the opportunity to bump it over to Kim, but he says, nope, I'm taking it all by myself. This is a prolific equalizer. Unassisted goal here because he goes about 40 yards all by himself to equalize and put Vardar straight back into this match, and the plot gets really thick here.
Less than 5 minutes into the second half, they were on level terms, and just a couple minutes after that, it was Vardar Soccer Club in front.
Yeah, speed doesn't hurt. Speed kills, my boy. And that little chop with the left foot allows Surowicz to just walk in his second. You think that the captain for Atlanta's going to get to it? Surowicz says, nope, I'm going to get there first, and I'm going to walk this one in here.
He was absolutely the most dangerous and most effective player on the pitch here, but Atlanta was not done.
Right around the hour mark, a potential match-changing moment. Ball over the top looking for Cohen Harrison. He was clipped by Diard Kurtai, who was seen a red card, sent off with half an hour to play. Ensuing free kick smashed into the wall. And this was the best chance, really, for Atlanta to find the equalizer.
But in the end, Vardar's goalkeeper does a very good job to fade to his back post, gets a little touch on it, and that presents the opportunity for Atlanta to clear their lines.
Camden Trimble able to clear it off the line. And Vardar hold on, down a man for half an hour to close out the match. They were able to close it out and move on to the round of 16 at the MLS Next Cup. MLS Next Cup match day 1 in Salt Lake City. A good one in the U17 homegrown division, which saw Real Football Academy defeats FC Cincinnati, who were playing up a year, by 2-1 to move on to the round of 16. As we'll take a look at the full-time highlights from this round of 32 thriller.
The high press from FC Cincinnati is where they're able to find joy. Imran slides off of that number 9 spot, becomes facilitator, and then Hassan Soccer does the rest there. Being able to wiggle free is not something that is easy to do, but you have two ballers in Imran and then Soccer doing very good stuff at tight quarters to manufacture that first goal right before the halftime whistle.
MLS clubs playing up a division at this year's edition of the tournament. The U15s for FC Cincinnati, right on the cusp of halftime, took the lead 1-0 into the break. We're just about 10 minutes or so into the second half. It was RFA on level terms.
Yeah, RFA doing a very good job here. The left back gets in on a bit of what you could call maybe his weaker right foot, but there's nothing weak about that service there, because Christopher Bono says, I can get in on that excellent service, a little slope header there, just to kiss it into the back of the net.
They celebrate with their fellow clubmates who are watching on at the tournament here this weekend. And then off the bench, Dylan Ochoa providing a crucial pass into the area. An own goal, the difference in the end.
Yeah, but it is, again, Christopher Bonos, he is facilitating this time. Gets Ochoa into a dangerous spot. This is very unfortunate for the captain of FC Cincinnati. He's coming across to do the dirty work, and it unfortunately skips into his own net.
Well, smuggled over the line. Makai Gordon might have got a final touch on that one. We couldn't quite be sure. He had an opportunity to kill the game off. Cleared off the line brilliantly by Cole Keenan.
Yeah, I really love his competitive spirit there, and he's all over these highlights. His Cole Keenan, he clips one in there, trying to get Hassan Soccer into the spot where he could get that equalizer. But RFA did an excellent job throughout the course of the second half to get numbers behind the ball when they needed it the most.
Celebrations at full time for Real Football Academy as FC Cincinnati threw everything at it to try and find an equalizer. But in the end, RFA, from a 0-0 down at halftime, overturn it in the second half and move on to the round of 16 full time on match day 1 at the MLS Next Cup. RFA 2, FC Cincinnati 1.
Yeah, boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
We welcome you back to Salt Lake City. Moments away from second half action in the round of 32 here of the U17s. LA Galaxy in good spirits right now, up 3-1. AJ Ricketts, Jaleel Anababa. They didn't waste too much time. Look at this beautiful pass that Greg Vanny pounces on.
Yeah,
well, Greg Vanny's son pounces on.
That's good. Good movement from inside out. First and foremost, Benedetti does a very good job to open up that space. Vanny is patient there at the PK spot, gets his feet set. Not the cleanest finish, but all that matters is it hits the back of the net. LA Galaxy, they're just getting started.
Greg's hanging out on the sidelines, likes what he saw right there from Christian, and then the goal scoring continued. Benedetti here on the header.
Yeah, Benedetti was excellent. Chidebe was excellent in the first half. Look at how Chidebe just peeks over his shoulder, gets the right amount of separation, clips it up to the top, and then that finish is easy for the captain.
TSF responded moments later. Jun Tanaka's coach said his work rate is super high. Well, his finishing ability, phenomenal here.
Bang! That's into the back of the net. Kiss off the post. Oh, yeah, we got to plot thick in the first half here because Tanaka says, nah, you're going to have to pick this one out of the back of the net. That is a banger. The best goal that we've seen in the Next Cup playoffs so far.
All things considered, TSF would have been probably pretty happy to go into the half down 2-1, but then just seconds left. Handball, and Chidebe makes it 3-1.
Makes no mistake about it. Chidebe is extremely confident, not just from his performance in the first half, but everything that he's put in recent years. An excellent winger, one to definitely put a circle on and see what he does in the rest of this game and the rest of this tournament.
A tough task ahead for TSF Academy, who was only able to generate 1 shot in that first 45 minutes. The Galaxy had 4, a much more aggressive style of soccer from the LA side. Quickly send it down the pitch and out of play, as you see so many teams do to start halves. Force a throw in. Difficult spot here for TSF.
For the Galaxy in the second half, what it's going to be is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Continue to look to exploit opportunities in the wide channels.
Quickly out of the gate, Santiago chipping it centrally, high in the air and leaping his steal.
On the other side of the line for TSF, what they were talking about through halftime is to do a couple things. First, to be disciplined, outwork the other team, and to be a little bit more patient in the final third. When they advance to the final third, their coaching staff wants them to find an extra pass so they can have numbers join in to create more clear-cut opportunities.
Yeah, towards the end of the half, it was really just hopeful. Long balls to Haba, not much of a build-up. Tanaka has been subbed out. Mateo Castro enters the game for TSF Academy. Reynoso also exits. Santiago entering the game. Too many subs on the bench, by the way, for TSF. Just about 4 to 5.
Wait.
There have been moments for TSF over the course of the first half. Realize wide angles. Decent moments in the first 45 themselves. Needing a bit more help from the midfield unit. Said Notkin or Lopez, Santiago's name too much. It's Christian Hanley right there. It's dangerous on set pieces.
Nice service.
Right back to Ortega.
We're there. Good, Chris.
It's good from Hanley.
Get over.
Throw in here for TSF. Early moments of the second half. Flag is up here. idea as Julian Lopez just mistimed his run. Such a difference to have gone into the half 2-1 versus 3-1. TSF at times was treading water a little bit. Felt like they had grown into the match a little bit. That whistle certainly could have been blown a few moments earlier. Credit to LA Galaxy playing through the finish of the first half, earning that penalty. Jadebe opportunistic. Played to the near side. Well done, Hanley.
Get up!
Put out some fires here. First moments of the second half. Christian Martinez says he's dangerous on both ends of the pitch. Offensive weapon as well. Good turn. Build a bit of possession out of the back. That's well done to flip the field. LA on the move defensively. It's one of the better spells of possession we've seen from TSF. Clever move there to dispatch Vanny. Haba central. This is good here from TSF. Inside the box now, lining it up. Takes a deflection off the foot. Haba tried to head it forward. Unable to generate much momentum on that. This is encouraging, though, for TSF, the New Jersey side.
Yeah, the best sequence for TSF through the run of play. Finding patience through the midfield, but initially excellent to switch the point of attack. That's what they need to do better, because the Galaxy's been able to choke them when they get to one side, lock them in, rely on their press. But when they can switch the point of attack like this, they can isolate LA Galaxy defenders wide. Maybe even one more pass there to bump it onto the overlapping attacking player. You can get very clear-cut service. TSF growing into this match.
Who knows what happens to finish that sequence if Galaxy not able to deflect that off the foot. Waller does well. Flipped over the top. Steele lets it roll to him. Santiago's in the air. He's the one who took the shot. Played near side here. Jaden Paz. Left back playing forward. Ortega.
Get over!
Where he distributes to the far side. Back four for LA of Jaden Paz, Colin Mullins, Dorian Davis, Garrett Conway. Making a run central. The Galaxy with no problem playing a possession style of game now. Knockout play, round of 32. Time to grow into the tournament group stage. This scoreline remains the same. You wonder at what point of the second half TSF is forced to change their approach, their identity, play forward. Jadebe goes down, continuation here. Took a deflection back to the near side. Sprayed across again. Vanny misfired. Chidebe. Oh, there's room here. Shot deflected out of play. First shot of the half for LA Galaxy.
TSF defense in the end just throwing themselves at the ball here to make some very crucial blocks. That intervention is the first one that's important. Chidebe bumps it over. But that sliding challenge is very important for TSF.
Daddy was looking for another. Ortega did well to shield the ball, keep possession. I'll switch. Vanny back to goal. Conway. Vanny on the flank. 3 in the box. Chidebe. Caroming out for a throw.
No service.
He's got a pair of defenders trying to navigate through. Santiago helping out defensively. Abba's the only attacking player forward. Galaxy headman JP Muyoka looking on, came up through the academy ranks at Sporting Cristal in Peru. Spent 2 seasons in the pro game there before the move to the U.S. 13 years of coaching experience across the youth, collegiate, and amateur levels. Foul there, free kick for LA. Chidebe, it appears, needs some athletic training assistance.
It's not a sight that the Galaxy wants to see. Chidebe, an excellent prospect through the academy. He's done an excellent job in this match. Talked to individuals around the country in the MLS setup. He's definitely one in LA that a lot of people have eyes on, and he has a very promising future. Shown his prowess throughout the course of this match, manufacturing a goal and scoring one for himself.
Full day of action here in beautiful Salt Lake City. Game 2 follows the conclusion of this one today. We move down to the U17s, Colorado Rapids Total Football Academy. Shortly after the conclusion of this one, a beautiful look at Salt Lake there. Set for a fun full week of action here in Utah. Chidebe able to sit up now. Ricketts, Jalil Anababa. Also be joined by Carter Augustine, Kalen Carr throughout the course of the week here in Salt Lake. Are you a hiker, Jalil? You going to go out to the mountains this week?
Hey,
Any of that?
I wouldn't call myself a hiker, but I'm down for a good hike with good company. So if you want to be direct and forward, you can just invite me to hike with you, bro. That's all you have to say.
I'll invite you on a run. How about that? A run through the mountains.
Nah, I paid my dues on running, bro. Nope. I'll go on a hike. I will walk.
That's a fair perspective to have. I can't knock you on it. It's probably more fun to walk. I'm a Florida guy, though. I get a little tepid in the mountains and the trails. Like, do I need to bring like bear spray? Like, I also don't know what that is.
Listen, man, you Florida boys, y'all don't know nothing about altitude or mountains or none of that.
I don't. Unaware. Or altitude, speed bumps. That's my hill training. Chidebe back up on his feet. Well, and then slips there at the circle. Tried to loft it forward to Santiago, instead straight to Steele. Ninth minutes, not much to speak of since the second half began for TSF. It's not cleanly done. They got a shot off and it carried him straight into the arms of Steele. Shane Notkin was able to load one up with the left foot.
Steele in the end, fortunate that this ricochets right into his breadbasket here. TSF just getting a good opportunity top box. How many times, AJ, have we seen plays like that where it trickles into the back of the net and wrong foots the goalkeeper?
Colin Mullins, first deflection, took a little bit of steam off of it. Chidebe across, nobody there. Benedetti was the closest. Fleeting moment, it looks like there might be a tap-in store. Heart rate a little higher there for the TSF coaching staff.
Yeah, Ortega lurking on the back post. Again, very good from Chidebe. Switches over to the left side, still creating opportunities. There's Ortega. He was very close to getting on the end of that one. If the Galaxy can isolate you and get numbers wide with the ability to put service into the box, it's absolute trouble. Where the second half has played out, though, TSF has found a little bit more joy through their run of play. They wanted to play with more patience when they get into the attacking third. We've seen it in flashes, but what's been most consistent, plays like this from the Galaxy.
It is once more Chidebe, 1v1, tried to curl it. Good intentions. Navigated wide of Kunzweiler, but it's wide.
Yeah, and again, a run this time, it's inside to out from Chidebe. Like we just talked about, he switched over to the left side, still creating a lot of problems. I like him on the left because he's playing as an inverted winger. When he cuts in like that, he's on his stronger right foot. Good stuff in a tactical adjustment after he caught a knock and got a little bit of treatment. Sometimes when the game lulls off for you, as we've seen it lull off for him in the second half, it helps as a winger to switch over to the other side.
Santiago off the quick throw in. Forces the recovery. The first corner kick of the match for TSF. Yeah, how decisive was Chidebe there? Knew he wanted to get to his right. I have a cramp here.
We talked about the difference between GA Cup and some of the other next tournaments and playoffs. GA Cup, for example, the games are quick, about an hour, and here you're playing a full 90 minutes where physical fatigue, mental fatigue can play into things. Here in the 62nd minute, LA Galaxy just needed a little bit of a stretch of the muscles, making sure no cramps prevail.
Dorian Davis, the sin swinger, quickly headed away. Chidebe knifing through defenders. Quick glance up. A little out and ahead of his teammate. It's kept in by Paz. 1v1 on the flank. Assistance coming. Paz guides it back. Perez to the center of the pitch. Little interplay. Corner kick for the Galaxy. So many moving parts, even in tight pockets of space for LA.
Yeah, Conway charging forward there, looking to join the party as far as the attack is concerned.
Christian, they short. No, not yet. Once he checks.
And he will take it from.
Yo, too big coming in here. Let's go.
Side.
Hey, boss. Hey, I got him, man. Hey, Rand, just McKenna. I just saw what you did. Hey, come on, period. What are you talking about?
That was.
Hey, good beat!
He's looking like he's gonna throw it in.
Wait!
Quickly guided back out to Haba. Going to switch field. Works out in the end. Santiago gave it a rip, earns a corner. It's one way to get it done.
No, but that's good from TSF. The number 9, and Abba does a good job to hold up the ball, but most importantly, switch the point of attack. They're able to earn a corner kick, stayed onside there. Good movement and patience. And now they get a corner kick. They can bring their bigs forward and stand it up.
Line drive. Good job there by Colin Mullins. First to it. Quintois. Spiewak guides it in. Santiago has been effective here in the second half. Couple moments where LA was just able to take a stab at one of his efforts. Pineda to throw it in. 65th minute. 6-4 advantage and shots taken for LA Galaxy today. Not good. Shots is well off the mark. Hopeful than anything else. There's a lot of traffic to contend with for a goal kick. It's objectively been better here in the second half from TSF. Already 4 shots to the 1 they had in the first half. LA Galaxy have not been able to play in the attacking third with as much joy. The first 45 minutes, a bit of a stalemate at this juncture.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from TSF in the second half.
Play continues.
Step out!
Numbers advantage here for Galaxy. Paz floats it in to the back post.
Not all I got it.
Ideas there for Paz.
Yeah, Paz just looking to get good service in. What I really like is that the Galaxy has continued on in the ways that they've been able to find joy to create goal-scoring opportunities. TSF goes to the bench to try to switch things up tactically here.
Just hit it off.
Kai Koyama will come in for Shane Notkin.
Christian, just hit it past.
Attacking substitute here. Notkin done in the 67th minute. LA Galaxy will go to the bench shortly here as well. Lawande Essan standing near midfield. On the far side now, Pineda. Space in the middle of the pitch. Instead, it's sent long. There was contact in the middle of the box. Haba thought he was brought down. Alfred Haba working hard today. He's not been able to put a shot on the stat sheet. Galaxy have their substitute ready. Hassan entering for Ortega. The goal scorers last year in the round of 32. Nice day for Ortega today. Hassan has spent some time in the youth national ID camps. impact might these substitutes have on this match? LA has been more than content. Play possession. Start salting this game away. Just over 20 minutes left to work with. This side, which has traveled across the country from New Jersey. Long throw here for TSF. Settled. Good scrum for it here. Is a foul against Castro. It felt like it might be one of those matches once LA had put up their second goal in the 12th minute. TSF immediately said, maybe not. But the goal at the end of the half, huge difference maker here. After the handball. Field for Kuhnsweiler, who's had a nice match otherwise. So there to take it away in the midfield, Chidebe on that left side. He's been effective. One here, loves getting to his right. Paz, good pass. Hassan, who just entered the match, leaves it back.
On his touch.
Good run to the touchline. Paz directs it across. Vanny's one-timer redirected. Second ball! Off the side. High velocity efforts there from LA.
Yeah, I like this from the Galaxy. Patience here. They're building up and waiting for the opportunity to get down to the end line and then play back toward that penalty kick spot. Vanny looking to score in this similar fashion that he scored in the first half there. I really like what the LA Galaxy are doing. They go in, back, forward, make themselves
corner kick here. Foul though on LA Galaxy, who were just being outshot 4-2 in the second half before that effort there. TSF is battling, no doubt about that. Plenty of credit to East Jersey side. So much quality and class, chemistry from a Galaxy perspective. Paz making the underlapping run after the distribution. Sends it across again. Vanny was close to it. Where each other is going to be. Been in this system for years. Paz, Vanny, Chidebe, Ortega. Lopez doing well. Actually, too many blue jerseys around him. Paz staying on his feet. Ooh, that's clever. Finlay able to work his way out of the contingent of LA players. Long looping ball just outside the 6, falls right by Steele. He pounces on top of it. The substitute, Kai Koyama, nearly had that settle at his feet for an attempt. Koyama just came in for Shane Notkin a few moments ago. To Steele. TSF starting to play a bit higher. Leave some vulnerabilities along wide areas.
Yeah, on the previous play there, man on the ball, Perez, I like his just composure in the back to, first of all, get goal side to defend that floated service to the back post, but then just calmly chest it back to the goalkeeper. It's good stuff.
Steal off his line to scoop up another. Steele's been very composed the moment he's been called upon in goal. The right decisions, getting off his line. How much he could have done about that one goal that was scored by TSF. Vanny being held. Done defensively there.
Oh.
Hanley just won the 1v1 against Vanny to take it away. Thought a whistle might come momentarily.
And that's that patience that the TSF coaching staff wants to see out of their players. When they get the ball in the middle third and they're looking to advance into the attacking third, they're a little bit too impatient. They have more time than they think to be able to play into the striker or the front line, allow their either outside backs or deep-lying midfielders to join where they can create numerical advantages. On the flip side of the line, that's what the LA Galaxy has done to them time in and time again. The problem for TSF is that they don't have numbers wide. They're too narrow, so when they win the ball, they don't have options to create those 1v1s or 2v1s in wide areas, to the contrast in which LA Galaxy is going about it. Here goes Shidebe doing exactly what we're just talking about.
We've seen this kind of story time after time. Shidebe stood up. Kept in by Paz. Camacho seeking Vanny. Sprinkles out to Paz. Got a great left foot. Puts way too much behind this offering towards the advertisement banners. A little shake of the head. Knew we got that one wrong. Enough momentum to head that out of play. That should be a throw for TSF. He's got a header to it. He had two TSF players on his shoulder. Can expect some long throws the rest of the way from these areas. TSF. Amba heads it to the 18. Ooh. Castro was trying to load one up. There's a run near side. It's well too strong. Petro recycling it back to the attacking half. Hanley, good idea to the touchline.
Yes, Jay.
Koyama.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, a little skill check here. Shidebe's been excellent. Looks like he's going to go backwards. Then he goes forwards here. A little bit of parallel parking in tight quarters. I like that stuff from Shidebe. He has been excellent this afternoon.
Flair in defending.
Yes, call in. Wait,
on the volley.
Call in.
Mistimed. Teo Castro said, why not? TSF's first goal came from much further out. Kind of feels like they'll need that type of moment again to find the net. TSF's players still down at the circle. See some tired legs, a couple different players here in the 78th minute. Weiler flipping it over the top, forcing Conway to retreat. Santiago on his heels does concede a throw in. The Galaxy readying another pair of substitutes.
Away! Away!
Distance throw, nobody was there. Used to it at midfield. Should give a lot of credit as Spiewak is forced to send it out. Noah Cressetto will enter, along with Roberto Hernandez. Off the bench, we had a goal versus Boca Juniors GA Cup. That'll do it for Benedetti, the goal scorer in the 12th.
What TSF is saying is that Chidebe could get treatment off the field, and I completely agree. He could just roll over, you know, on the other side of the line. That's about, you know, 1 foot, if you will. Here you go. And that would allow the game to continue on. Chidebe coming off, Benedetti coming off. Those two are all over the score sheet. Had an excellent, you know, 80 minutes in this game here. Looks like Galaxy have every reason to believe that they'll move on to the next round unless TSF gets themselves back in it and those two can get some rest.
It takes something quite eye-opening now. The way this game has maltriculated to the finish line without much to speak of. Encouraging TSF perspective. Made some nice defensive adjustments. Hasn't felt quite as relentless. Nevertheless, there's not been enough there to really threaten back four of LA Galaxy or Colin Steele in the end. We've seen crazier things at Next Cup, though.
Oh, yes, we have. There's still a lot of time.
9 minutes, and then whatever stoppage time we may have. We did have a couple of injury stoppages. LA has announced themselves at this tournament here today. It may be a problem for whoever they square off against moving forward. You know, whatever tournament you go to, the odds are in LA's favor. Often than not, one of their teams will bring home some hardware. U16's playing up here in the U17 level, and they have handled themselves admirably. U17s in 2023, 24, U19s in 25. Here's Vanny now. They're looking for a fourth. Saved at the near post. Well done as Cressetto tried to send it in from 8 yards out. Petro had it covered the whole way.
In the end, Wilcox was offside. Substitute looking to get himself on the score sheet. Excuse me, Cressetto rather. He's looking to get himself on the score sheet. Jumped it just a little bit too much.
A challenge there. Winds up with an opportunity here for LA. There's the substitute again. He's brought down at the touchline. Galaxy bench wanted something out of that. It will be a corner. Crissetto's been busy here since coming off the bench.
Galaxy not in a rush to take this one here.
Christian, get ready to go. Christian, go now. Christian, go now. Not to this space. Heads up. Not to this space. Hey, hands off the knees. Let's go. Hands off the knees. Let's go.
There's 3 players in the box here for LA. They've got a bunch back near midfield.
Come on, no service.
Defensive shape. Trying to take some time off by the flag.
We're there.
Pass didn't have a lot of pace on it. Get away with it in that moment. And a foul, no play on. No advantage there for LA Galaxy. Vanny. Straight into the defender. Still with the Galaxy. Macho plays back. Conway. He takes a spill. Be a foul on Aiden Santiago. Conway now down on the grass.
Mateo, Santi in the wall. Mateo's there, Jordan.
If you're the LA Galaxy, this is exactly what you don't want. You want to manage this game out very well here so that you can get yourself into the next round being up 2 goals. It's about 5 minutes in stoppage time left to play, and you don't want one of your main players in your right back, you know, leaving this match with any type of physical ailment or anything of the sort.
Got a hip check there.
Yep. It's obviously a good thing to see Conway stand up, be on his 2 feet. He's had a very good performance there.
Castro was not able to keep that in play. These are the moments, right, when you're a team with the deficit. You have to be clean. You have to avoid conceding those throws. Can't commit fouls. An automatic 20 or 30 seconds come off the clock in any of those situations. Opportunity to practice managing the clock from a Galaxy perspective. That is a skill.
Well, it's definitely a skill and an aspect of the game, like we spoke about earlier, that you work on a lot in training. How do you manage the game in different scenarios, when you're up, when you're down, in a knockout?
Ooh, clever passing here. Vanny winds up with it. Back to the middle. Shot stepped in front of. Bruno Hernandez had a moment. Now Perez. 1v1. Done defensively. Christian Hanley done an admirable job. Hey now. Things are on here. Haba. The run continues. Santiago! That felt like the best chance TSF has had in this half. The ability here of Haba to bring the ball up the pitch.
Yeah, just driving the ball forward there, evading multiple defenders, and then bumping it over to the left side at the right time. Unable to stay over it there and keep it on frame. Santiago looking to join the scoring party as well, but he'll be asking what the return policy is on that opportunity, because he'll want it back.
No returns here in the 88th. 3-1 deficit. Time running out. Ball down to play for a TSF throw. It was really set up perfectly for him in stride. Only about a foot high. Here he is again on the flank. Santiago trying to get it into a teammate. Meta will take the corner. Elijah Johnson readying as the next substitute for LA Galaxy. Long throw. No corner. On the volley.
Oh, yeah.
Weiler. They have to take these in these moments now.
Yeah, and TSF has done a few half chances off of throw-ins, putting it into the mixer. Ricochet there presents an opportunity for Weiler to have a go as the Galaxy goes to the bench.
Elijah Johnson will enter for Vanny. Good day for Christian Vanny. Of course, the first goal scorer of the match on that first half volley, just 7 minutes in.
Yeah, Christian Vanny making way. The Vannys are obviously an MLS household name. Another MLS household name enters. And Elijah Johnson, the son of Eddie Johnson, featured for the U.S. men's national team for years on end. Prolific career across the pond in England, as well as here in MLS. Elijah Johnson, typically a winger. Can he come in and contribute here, because the Galaxy have had a lot of joy, a lot on the left-hand side, so he's going to be coming into the game here with stoppage time to really kill it off, but he may have a chance or two as well.
This Galaxy roster certainly has its pedigree. Of course, throughout the academy, we've got Mason Dillon also part of it as well from a Vanny perspective. Here's Haba. Ioma plays it back. Dealt with firmly. 5 minutes of stoppage time. TSF desperately trying to keep it in. Long ball to Steele.
Steele hasn't had to do much today, AJ, but there have been a few clipped balls where if he's hesitated, it would create more problems than he's allowed to persist in front of his net. So I like the fact that, you know, he hasn't allowed himself to be lulled to sleep and has come off his line exactly when he's needed to.
Those kind of moments there, he's done well. As Crescetto now just outside the 18, necessary intervention. Weiler felt like he was beat for a moment. Got a foot to it. Crescetto was shaping to strike. In the 93rd minute. Every second on the ball is effective defense for LA Galaxy. Just minutes away from advancing to the round of 16. Have to find themselves back in the quarterfinals with one more win after this. Haba heads it forward to himself, looking for a bit of assistance. Goes towards the far side. Effective footwork. Now lays it off. It's at the feet of Johnson. Isn't that one long-range strike? So the Galaxy defense has been a code that TSF cannot crack today. A lot of credit. Paz, Mullins, Davis, Conway. As you said, Jaleel Steele has made effective decisions for when to come off his line. He's been steady. His distribution from goal kicks, being able to let his defenders play back to him as well, utilize him in possession. He's been strong. Just feels like a Galaxy team that is on the same page with each other. Certainly, based on the number of years they've been together, it'll be a tough out here this week.
Yeah, complete cohesion in their performance. All the way from the goalkeeper here to the front line. It's not always perfect, but nor is life or football, but the intention has been there throughout.
It's on Cressetto. He's been looking to get one off. A couple feet wide to the right here. He was able to keep it out of the reach of Kunzweiler that time. But an effective enough job defensively to ensure this stays 3-1.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from Cressetto coming in off the bench. It's not always easy to catch the energy and flow of the game. He's done a good job to get himself in some dangerous areas, and he looks confident, trying to find the back of the net. That's exactly what you want from a striker that's coming in off the bench, because as you get later into a tournament potentially like this, you need players to come off the bench to be able to be confident and contribute.
Johnson to his left.
Yeah, turn.
There's about a minute left to work with. Koyama just trying to play it long. Hope somebody can get to it. Steelman sends it well out of play. Once again, sequence concluded. The LA keeper has been sure-handed. None of those moments have spilled out of his grasp. Cressetto, Ford, Johnson. In the final seconds, see if he chooses to go towards goal.
Good, Christian, good.
Hanley takes it away.
Get it back.
Any second now here for the Galaxy. Vicious to Santiago, goes out of play. Full time. LA Galaxy are moving on to the round of 16. Here are the U17s. Very business-like performance. Put up a pair of goals in the first 12 minutes to go up 2-0. TSF clawed one back, but ultimately all 4 goals coming in the first half. Man of the match for LA Galaxy, presented by Adidas. Sandro Benedetti grabbed that goal in the 12th minute. The assist as well.
Yeah, to be able to start off the scoring through running from inside out to then create an opportunity and then scores as well. The captain, Benedetti, does an excellent job here, gets his team into the next round. Very good stuff. Make sure you track what he does throughout this tournament and beyond.
He was clutch in GA Cup, and he shines here in the round of 32. Here are the U17s with the U16s for the Galaxy playing up a year. They show that that was no problem here through 90-plus minutes. A good start in Salt Lake for LA Galaxy. Your final here in the round of 32. LA Galaxy 3, TSF 1. For Julian Ababa and our entire production crew, AJ Ricketts. We'll see you in just a bit. 12:45 for our next match in the U16s.
This copyrighted broadcast of the 2026 MLS Next Cup may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Player Development, LLC.
MLS Next Cup is underway. The LA Galaxy U17's taking care of business in the round of 32. 3-1 the results against TSF out of New Jersey. AJ Ricketts, Jaleel Anababa took all of 7 minutes for the Galaxy to get on the board. Alessandro Benedetti finds Vanni for this clinical finish.
Yeah, look for the theme to come through. Exploit the space in the wide areas, get to the end line, either cut it back or stand up to service, you're going to have joy. Vanni starts off the scoring very early in this match. LA Galaxy, they're going to be cruising all morning long.
Alessio Benedetti was not done there. Just moments later, just 5 minutes later, off the service from Chidebe, who had a great game. Another clinical finish.
Yeah, but this is excellent service there. You can't, Chidebe, he just floats this one up here. Look at the patience there. Lil Hezzy gets the separation, stands it up. Benedetti's going to be the goal scorer here with the easy finish. The captain said, that's an easy one. 2-1 for us. Let's go. But what happens on the other side? Oh, my goodness. Watch this one here, AJ. Don't close your eyes because it's going to be in the back of the net. Wow, that is a finish, and that is the best goal that we've seen in the playoffs so far. Bang! 2-1, game on.
The kids from Jersey showed some fight coming all the way across the country. They did not go quietly into the night. They were battling, but in the final seconds, literally the final seconds, misfortune strikes for TSF. That's a handball, and Chidebe took advantage to make it 3-1.
And makes no mistake about it. If Chidebe is isolated, it's going to be a problem for you. If it's a handball in the box, it's even a more problem for you. The third problem is Chidebe makes no mistake about it. 3-1 to the LA Galaxy.